Hello and welcome to our special program To The Point. Today we have with us a senior parliamentarian and leader of the Congress party in Lok Sabha, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. Sir, welcome to our show and thanks for being on Rajya Sabha television. Let us straight away begin with the most contentious issue. The Parliament has not been functioning properly in the entire monsoon session. It has been 3 weeks, and 25 of your colleagues in Lok Sabha were suspended under Rule 374A by the Lok Sabha Speaker. Do you believe that this was really a harsh decision by the Speaker?
Yes, this is not only hard decision, but it is an undemocratic decision. Why? Because such protests and such demonstrations were held earlier also. And it is the duty of the government to coordinate with all the opposition parties to have some dialogue, consensus, and what are the earlier precedents. All these things the government should visualize and they should discuss with their opponents, the opposition parties, not only Congress but others also. And then they advise to Speaker whether such actions can be taken or not. Though the Speaker is the authority, she takes ultimate decision. That is a different issue. But for suspending members, the resolution is to be moved by government, ruling party. While moving, they themselves can also plead this will be a hard decision and it will harm our smooth functioning of the Parliament, and we have to get it passed so many bills. It is better we should adjourn the House, ask them to come to all parties for discussion. Then whatever comes out, it can be taken. But unfortunately, the ruling party itself indulged in suspending the opponents. And that too not 1, 2, 3, 25 people they suspended. That too from one party. It means it is a clear, it shows their intention clearly that they want to isolate Congress, they want to divide opposition parties so that they can play with smoothly in the House. But it is very unfortunate, and though they try to divide us, I should thank all the opposition parties. They came together, they all boycotted, and today, though the Congress has got 44, nearly 90 people are supporting this issue.
This suspension seems to have given that shot in the arm to the Congress as far as support from regional parties is concerned. But you're saying that it was the regional party, it was the ruling party which indulged in trying to isolate Congress as such. So do we see the situation out here as for Congress having reached a point of no return from here onwards as far as confrontation with the government is concerned?
See, no returns. In democracy, always there will be give and take. But your negotiation should be such, what you have pleaded earlier, what you have practiced earlier, you should stand with those principles, one thing. Secondly, why I am telling isolation means, only they are pick and choose only Congress people, though the TRS people were also showing the placards. and they were standing with the side of ruling party. That too blocking the way of Prime Minister's that way. And even this is the first time the ruling party, more than 300 members, means NDA members, they were showing the placards in the house. Then what action you have taken against them? So it is easy to tell that the Congress is being behaving, obstructing, disturbing, or they have gone to the extent of no return. But it is not like that. In democracy, always problems will be solved with discussions and with give and take. If everybody have their own egos, just to satisfy their egos, then democracy will not run.
But will you and your party continue with the protests as far as Lalit Gate and Vyapam issue is concerned? Because
see, Vyapam is such a big scandal. Nearly it is affecting 30 to 40 lakhs students in Madhya Pradesh and even part of UP, those who have appeared examination. And if fake doctors comes, fake engineer comes, and fake MBAs comes, then what will happen the country? It is not the question of Madhya Pradesh. The graduates will not serve only Madhya Pradesh. People who take education or graduate themselves as doctors, engineers, MBA students or teachers, they will go across the country. Therefore, it is it has become all India issue now.
okay.
Though they say that it is pertaining to the state, why they should hesitate. But unfortunately, it has gone to such an extent, MCI is involved, the fake means the proxy people appeared for the examination. All this is Vyapam. And Lalit Modi case, you know that the money is rotated through Morasas, and they admitted that, and defunct companies and fake companies gives the money and defunct company receives the money, and that too 10 rupees share. If anybody purchases for 96,000 rupees, what do you assume?
But in Lalit Gate's case, as far as the allegation, Lalit Gate case allegation against Sushma Swaraj is concerned, she's given a clarification in the House while your party was boycotting the proceedings for the entire week. She did give a clarification in Lok Sabha saying that I have done nothing wrong.
No, she says nothing wrong. See, acting on compassionate ground is different. Law is different. While helping somebody, you should not violate the law. What law says? The earlier Chidambaram himself wrote 2 letters. That particular man, Lalit Modi, is absconder. He has committed economic offences and nearly 16 cases are against him. That is also admitted by Mr. Jaitley ji. And when a man who has committed economic offences, who is a ED is after him, Director of Enforcement is after him, and you yourself have issued a blue corner notice, and Chidambaram himself has written 2 letters to UK government. Suppose if you give him passport or if you renew his passport or something, it is going to harm the good relations of both the countries, he said. Then, where was the necessity to say, Srimati Sushma Swaraj, if you allow him to passport or travel documents, there will not be harm to our relations. Means relations will not be harmed. So, means the earlier policy, you yourself have violated. One, you did not inform the foreign the ambassador who is working there in UK, you did not inform your own foreign ministry here, your foreign secretary, you did not inform the finance minister or finance secretary because he violated all the economic, whatever economic offenses he committed here. So without informing anybody, why you so moto took a decision, you tell me. And you can't plead that I have given on compassion. If somebody was there, what you could have done, asking speaker, asking Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji. We are asking, helping legally to anybody is not an offense. But if when you violate the law and the country is after him, and we have already warned the UK government that if you give, our relations will be strained.
So nothing less than a resignation is acceptable to you. Is that what it is?
That is our demand.
Okay.
Because why we are demanding such earlier, they themselves have established such precedents. They demanded the resignation of Bansal without FIR. They demanded the resignation without FIR. Ashwini Kumar, they demanded the resignation without Solanki ji when he was a foreign minister, just for some letter. Natwar Singh. How many cases? And even chief ministers like Ashok Chauhan, Vilas Rao Deshmukh. See, in all cases where their charge sheets were filed and FIR registered against them, you demanded, no, without resignation, there will not be discussion. So, you yourself have created, and when we are asking same thing, you are escaping, you want to escape from the that route.
Okay, let's take a short break here, but when we come back, we'll ask you questions about the allegations against some of your own chief ministers. 1, 2, what can be the way out? So we'll find the answer to the question as to what can be the way out to the stalemate from the leader of Congress party in Lok Sabha. Till then, keep watching. Welcome back. Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, leader of the Congress party in Lok Sabha, is still with us. Sir, before we went into the break, you said nothing less than resignation is acceptable to you. Now, let me understand, and this is the picture as it stands now, is the Congress party says that nothing less than the resignations of the External Affairs Minister, the Chief Minister of Rajasthan in Lalit Khet, and the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh in Vyapam scam is acceptable to the party for a solution to the stalemate. The government has clarified time and again that there is no question of either of these putting in papers, but the government is willing for a discussion. Earlier in the first half, you said that democracy is all about give and take. So what is it that you are willing to give and take out here in this scenario? Because both sides seems to be very stuck on their respective stands.
The same thing earlier when they demanded the resignations from our side. Many of our ministers resigned and we allowed to run the house smoothly. You also do the same thing and start functioning.
So
that is the main thing.
So nothing less than the person involved stepping down from the post.
Yes, as on today, the same decision we have.
Okay, the BJP, the ruling party, and the government counters your arguments or your charges with their arguments, saying that there are allegations leveled against some of your chief ministers as well. For example, the Himachal Pradesh chief minister, the Uttarakhand chief minister, there are allegations against them. So why not equate everybody on the same plane and ask them also to step down?
See, when you are raising all these questions, when we are demanding, when media became active against this Vyapam case, when media became active against the Lalit Modi Gate case and other things, now you are just to take a defense, you are putting those people in front of that. See, why did you keep quiet since 6 months if it is there? See, these are all things just to save their skin or just to argue defensively, they are doing this. Otherwise, there is nothing.
Some of the slogans raised by your party members in both houses is about the Prime Minister being silent on this entire issue, he not being forthcoming, making any statement, putting forth his views. So will a reply from the Prime Minister or an intervention from Mr. Narendra Modi in the Parliament bring an end to this logjam?
But why those slogans were shouted? Modi ji always, even for smallest matter, he reacts. Always he is a vocal. When these things are going in media and even in social media, when it is appearing in the print media, why should he keep quiet? Because she is his cabinet colleague. And when his own minister is involved in this, it is his duty to clarify, because he has the higher authority and he is the captain of the team. And he should act. That's why we said, not only in Parliament, even he could not speak outside the Parliament on these issues. Several other issues he speaks, but not on this issue. That itself shows that whenever he wants, he will talk. And even he talks Man Ki Baat by spending 9-10 crores. So far, I was told it has appeared in the paper, in radio, nearly 8-9 crores is spent. He expresses his Man Ki Baat there. Why should not he express Kaam Ki Baat in radio and tell the people?
Well, another very important point out here is, and that is in relation to your demand of resignations of these three BJP leaders. Fact out here is that the Congress might have got support from almost the entire opposition, specifically the regional parties, when it came to the suspension of your MPs from Lok Sabha. But when it comes to the question of seeking resignations, specifically the External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj, not many regional parties seem to be standing shoulder to shoulder with you. Samajwadi Party has clarified once again that they are not in favor of somebody stepping down. A mere clarification can do the trick. But how do you plan to keep the momentum of this protest?
Well, you see, sometimes they have got their own problems, regional parties, and sometimes in their wisdom they take decision. But we can't object for what decisions they take. But as far as floor coordination is concerned, they are with us, they are supporting us, and we are also in many cases are also supporting them. In the interest of democracy, in the interest of the country, on many issues we became one. For example, terrorist issue, when it comes, the entire house is with the government, and even opposition unitedly supports. And whenever the country's issue comes, whenever the people's welfare issue comes, we all are one. There is no question of bickering.
Okay, there were many key bills which were listed in this particular session, in the monsoon session. The GST, the land acquisition bill, there were reports which were expected. The government has been pleading, has been making appeals to the opposition, specifically to the Congress, that some of these bills, specifically bills like GST, are the brainchild of the previous UPA government, which was led by Congress itself. So, is there a possibility that the Congress will at least allow the passage of some key bills?
See, that's why to improve the economy of this country, earlier UPA government brought GST, land acquisition, food security, company affairs act, so many acts we brought. What was their behavior at that time? Yes. So I don't want that they behaved like that. We don't want to act on that. But what is the difference of opinion, that when the act already passed unanimously, Land Acquisition Act 2013, where was the necessity to tinker with that? You were all parties to that act. And without one dissent voice, it was passed. And now again you want to change it. Means, do I say that you are sincere? You could have at least implemented. Then any difficulty comes, you could have again come. But here, the government wants everything in their name. For example, SC/ST Atrocities Act, it was passed yesterday. The same bill was there. We issued ordinance, they allowed to lapse it. And again they introduced, they referred it to standing committee. Now it is passed. It means that you want to take credit by putting, instead of 2013, it should be 2015. So that to show that we passed this act. If this is the mentality, if such type of propaganda if you want, how do you expect the country will progress? You are telling all, you are giving all sermons to us, but how you are acting?
Okay, one very important question out here is about the land acquisition bill. Now, this has been an issue which has been a bone of contention between the government and the opposition since long now. And you just mentioned that it was UPA which passed the bill, which was unanimous. There was no objection. Now, since there is a joint parliamentary committee which is looking into it, the government seems to be giving indications that they are willing to take back most of the amendments which they made to the UPA's bill. So, is that a sort of a victory for Congress? Is that a sort of a first taste of victory for the Congress after almost more than a year?
No, you see, we can't we can't claim that we are victorious or others are victorious. We are interested in the people's problem, and knowing all those problems. When Rahul Gandhi ji sat on dharna near Delhi on land acquisition matter, and the entire party they studied and all they also convinced at that time to all opposition parties. They went to leader, person to person to explain all those things. Then only it came. So there is no question of victory or losing, or we are interested in passing a good law which is going to benefit to the farmers and also farm laborers. And that is the main intention.
Okay, moving away from this entire stalemate issue in the parliament and all these issues, one question which at least I cannot resist when a senior leader of the Congress is sitting right across me, and until the time we don't have an answer, we still don't have an answer, and since you're one of the senior most leaders in the party, is when is the vice president of your party going to take over as the president? Is it going to happen soon? Is it likely to happen, or is it not happening?
No, that is the party matter. Naturally, the decision will be taken at appropriate time. The High Command is there, and whenever time comes, it will be settled.
Will that time be coming soon, sir?
So, we see, for everything there is a time, and time will not tell that such and such time you should take a decision or such and such. Naturally, High Command will take a decision at appropriate time, and we all are waiting that good days also.
Well, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time. So, this was Leader of the Congress Party in Lok Sabha and Senior Parliamentarian Mallikarjun Kharge in a freewheeling conversation with us on several of the issues which has been bone of contention between the government and the opposition and the party's future strategy, both inside the parliament and outside the house. We'll come back again with a different personality at a different time. Till then, keep watching Rajya Sabha Television.